you Sunny. He is a super cute Palomino Appendix, and he had just arrived last night. So this little guy is actually a rescue story. He is a kill pen rescue. Now, I had a wonderful family out of Knoxville reach out to me with literally an SOS message on my Facebook page in regards to their semi-aggressive gelding that is honestly not the same horse that they got. And from what they had told me, what the owner had told me in the video, it was very clear to me that this horse had been drugged upon the sale. So I told her, again, let me come out and do an eval. And my first thought was this colt, this gelding, was just very uncomfortable. And I did a physical exam on him. He was really tight on his back, super back sore. I mean, this poor guy, he had ulcers. It was bad. So I told her, you know, the best thing you can do for him right now is to get dental done, chiropractic, and farrier. Just mark all of those out. And because, you know, if a horse is in pain, we can't train pain out of a horse. That's just rule number one. So she, being an awesome owner that she is, I wish everybody was like this, she actually got all of that done for him. So I went out and did another session with him, and just to kind of see where he was at. And he, after he got his chiropractic work done in dental, this dude was a brand new horse. He was holding himself so much better. He was feeling a lot better, which in return showed us the real Sunny. He was starting to get a little bit more forward, a little bit more opinionated, and not just the sweet little old guy we knew. So this last session I did with him marked the third session, and he was extremely dominant. When I was asking him to do certain stuff, he said no, and he meant it. So they sent him to me for 30-day training, and unfortunately, I do not believe he's broke under saddle. That's what he was sold as. He's extremely cold back. I tried to put the saddle pad on him, and he buckled down as if he was about to either take off or start bucking with just the saddle pad. So it's going to be very interesting. He does need a lot more weight. The owners have done phenomenal in gaining his weight. We'll share before and after, or before and current photos, and then we'll share photos of him after our 30-day program. So I'm really excited, and I want to go ahead and tell you guys how first days go out here. So whenever a horse comes over, I like to let them settle. I like to let them drink some water, calm down, figure out they're safe here, and know that they're in a safe, secure place before I start asking things of them. I'm a firm believer that horses are like people when it comes to trusting. You know, if some random stranger walks up to me and says, hey, start doing this, I'm probably going back and do the same thing. So that's why it's hard for me to, you know, take a horse on and just say, let's start doing step A, B, C, D, and of course they're going to resist. They don't know where to land, you know what I'm saying? So, nonetheless, this guy, he first came out here last night, and I put him in my training paddock, which is a small little paddock that backs up to my outdoor arena and my line horse paddock, which is from Apollo and Joey, and then it also looks off to my private paddock. That way he felt like he was around other horses. He knew it was safe, other horses were here eating, and so forth. With the intro last night, he got to touch noses with my colt, Joey. And Joey does not care about other horses, so they can, you know, come at him with their mouth open and he'll just stand there and take it. He does not care. And Joey, or Sunny, has not shown any sign of dominance other than just saying no. You know, that could be just a young horse's mentality. And he is 6, I don't think, or 7, excuse me. I don't think I said that in the beginning. So he's still young, doesn't really know directions. But anyhow, so he was squealing, striking out, completely puffed up, neck curled, coming after Joey, and that was shocking to me. I was very shocked because where he came from, he was not around horses. So I was not able to see his herd dynamics. And now knowing how he's going to be, even how he's communicating with Diana, my other client horse over the round pen, is definitely showing me that he's going to be a dominant horse, which in turn gives me a leg up, showing me that he's going to attempt to be a dominant colt with me. Though he's not been aggressive, he hasn't done anything, you know, anything bad, just when it comes to direction. So nonetheless, I let him settle in the paddock and just kind of see where he stood. I went, calm down, oh my gosh. I went to get him, when was it? This morning. I went to get him this morning, and he did not let me catch him. And it wasn't just a come and get me, it was I'm not going to be caught. And granted, it could have been because all the other horses got pulled up before him, but he did not let me catch him. So what I did was show him it's okay to be caught. So instead of moving him from this paddock to the bigger paddock, I worked him in that small paddock, managed to get the halter on, good boy, loved on him, we were done. And he did good. No, we won't do that. So this morning what I did was I wanted to move him from small paddock, prep paddock to the bigger paddock, but he would not let me catch him. So what I did was I worked him. I showed him that I can still move your feet even if there's a halter on or not, and that it's okay to have a halter on and to have a halter off. So I went up, loved on him, and called it good. That's session number 1. Tonight's going to be session number 2. So, so that's what I like to do on first days and second morning, or next morning. Is to just kind of see where they're at, you know, see their mentality. I don't like to throw them in a round pen the very next hour and start working them. So I need to figure out who Sunny is now. You know, we've got all kinds of mentalities out here at Redemption Ranch. We've got feisty saddlebred who knows where she is now in the herd. We've got, you know, a colt who really would rather just follow butterflies all day. And then we've got a real stocky gelding who has no problem laying it out for another horse and telling him what for. And we've got every horse from dominant to neutral and just chilling and eating hay. Okay. My first actual round concession with the new kid, Sunny. So what I'm going to do is just kind of see where his mind's at when I step into the ring. Now he is not ate in here, he is not relaxed in here, so this is not his place. So it's a little bit different. So I'm just going to kind of pet him and walk away. Like right there, he joined up so quick. So we're gonna do that again now. He's eating. His attention. Yeah, okay. He's choosing to kind of walk off a little bit. Send out around. talking to him when he faced up here, he knew he could move my feet. So I need him to know that I can move his feet. Oh, he's just eating all that love up. Good boy. Walks away. And that could just be him. That could just be him. That side. I know that because I worked with him on this side. That could just be him testing the waters. Showed him I can move your feet one way or another. Whoa! I'll take it. That was good. Ah, it's all right. Good job. Good. He's a very smart guy. Good boy. All this is done without feed, treats, or anything crazy. All you see is me using my hands. Because to me, it's quiet communication. I want to be able to work with him with quiet feet, with me simply saying, okay, let's go to the left, and me walk to the left and him follow. Now, he's not perfect at it. This is his first time doing it. Good boy. Now, anybody's ever done Liberty work with him. I love working with the horse without anything and having them choose to do it with me. So this is what I do with every horse at the very beginning. I even have my clients do it if they're able to have that ground pin. So I want to reiterate a little bit on feet, okay? Before I get to that, I want to halter him really quick. Now he let me halter him when the storm came out of nowhere, so I had to bring him in. So he did really good there. Okay. Good kick, okay? Licking and chewing, okay? He's a good boy. He is halter broke. He just doesn't really have a whole lot of teaching yet. But what I want to talk about is feet. Getting him to move his feet, okay? So when I say I want him to move his feet and not him to move my feet, if you ever watch a herd mare, and I'm going to show a quick clip of a boss mare moving another horse's feet. Now, when this boss mare moves this horse's feet, that's her showing dominance. So to horses, they have to have a leader. And if there's no leader, they become the leader. Sometimes, naturally and instinctively, a horse might be a leader. And if he's a leader, no problem. As long as he's not a dominant leader horse to a human. If he's like that to other horses in a herd, that's totally fine. There has to be a balance in a herd. There's got to be a leader, middleman, bottom, so forth. Pecking order. Huh, buddy? Oh, you're such a good boy. There has to be a pecking order. So if he's a dominant horse, no problem. But a horse will show dominance by moving another horse's feet. Typically, it'll be driving, it'll be coming down the shoulder, which is a mother-mare move. A mare will move her foal's feet by pressing up against that shoulder. So this shoulder is key to communication as well. That's why when you ride, I like to stress shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. So I want him to move his feet to show my dominance. I want to show him I'm the boss mare, follow me, okay? And he chose to follow me. I didn't have to entice him with treats, speed. He chose to follow me, okay? See how calm and relaxed he is? Now, if he were to move my feet, such as when I don't think the camera caught this, but he turned and faced up here, which is good, but I want him to come to me. So if I were to come to him when he faced up, he would know I can move her feet, okay? It's like with lunging. You don't want to move your feet and his feet, you want him to move around you. So I think we established that very good. He is way chill right now. This is awesome. This is literally his first time in the indoor right now, and it's storming, like thunder, lightning, it's crazy. And he is come on, bud. Turn around here. Oh, he's a little too chill. Put her away. Come on, camera. Oh my goodness gracious. A little too chill. So anyhow, let's see here. So this being his first time in here in the indoor arena at night, you know, it's nighttime. The other horses are in right now. The lights are on. It's echoing. It's thundering and lightninging outside. There's a lot going on, and he's never been in here. And he's actually quite an impatient kid. From what I've experienced at his home, for him to stand still, it was kind of a task at times. He kind of liked to move his feet, though he really does love his little girl Emmy, though, I'll tell you. So to see this demeanor already is extremely exciting to me. So sometimes when you do that join up and you show that her dominance right then and there and around him like I did on night 2, then it can change their mentality so quickly. Okay? Yes, sir. So, what's next, you might be asking? Well, considering we are literally about to go into a code red storm, I am not going to work with him anymore. I'm going to walk him around a little bit, just kind of show his ground manners, and then we're going to call him. I'm going to feed him, or might record him being fed. Am I boring you? I'm so sorry. We're going to record him being fed, just to see if there's any feed aggression, which I don't believe there is. And just kind of just let him settle for the night. And it's gonna be probably a long night with these storms. So dynamics, leadership. Having them be this relaxed is the goal. Okay. I just showed him that I'm dominant, that I'm the herd leader right now, and as you can tell, he is pretty satisfied. So other key factors to a horse, good boy, to a horse wanting to accept you as a herd leader are survival, which is food and water, and security. So if something scary happens or a storm, you can provide the security of saying, hey, everything's okay, don't worry about it, I'm here. Okay, and then leadership, showing him where to go, what to do. Horses are not, granted a herd leader is, they can pick and choose where they need to go. Horses in general need a follower, okay? So for our horses, they need to look to us, how we can break that, okay? Horses need to look to us for leadership. They need to look to us for leadership. You need to look to us as a leader, as security, and for safety, okay? survival, leadership, and security. Okay, that leadership comes into play with me saying, no, we're not walking yet. You know, I need you to stand still. Let's relax. Okay, let's just stand here with me and breathe. Good boy. Being patient. Patience is a big thing for him, which is shocking because he's pretty darn chill right now. And then survival, which is food, water. I'm going to show him that I'm going to care for him as well. So a boss mayor, herd leader, will bring a horse to you, will bring their herd to water and food, and then to shelter, bring storage, let's go under the tree. Okay? There's something scary. We can show them, hey, it's okay because I'm here and I can take care of you. Leadership, let's go over here, let's go over here. We've already proven to those horses that we can feed them, we can care for them. So naturally, that would help them look to us more so as a leader. How he looked to me as a leader already pretty darn quickly, I'm very impressed. So I'm very anxious to see how he's going to be in the training process because I really do think he's going to end up being quite a phenomenal guy. I was going to say something. Now you got to think about it, okay? The biggest issue I have heard people say is, I can't catch my horse. My horse doesn't love me. My horse doesn't look to me the same way as maybe, you know, the barn manager or something. And I've even had clients, you know, boarders tell me that before. You know, why can't you catch my horse? And my horse runs away from me. Because we care for your horse. We don't just come out and work them once a week, twice a week, or every time they see us. We care for them. You know, your horse can look to you as work or as security. If your horse looks to you as work, you are not going to have a good time. But if your horse looks to you as security and as a friend, you'll be set. Okay? You got to be, as Buck Brenneman so lovingly puts it, be a parent first, friend last. So let me go ahead and show you how this guy is with leading, okay? So what I'm doing right now is baby steps. I want him to baby step with me, step by step. Not to run me over, not to be in a rush. Because you never know, twist your ankle. That's happened to me before. Keeps looking at me like, come on, lady, I know your ankles are fine. Good. That's one of those tests. If I want to go faster, he should go a little faster. Good. That's actually really big for this guy. Seriously. That's really impressive. Really good. Good. And now whenever I take a halter off, I never just send him out. I hang out for a second, and depending on how they're acting, I really want them to stand there and wait for me to walk away or something like that. And I don't, woo! Okay, desensitizing. Did you see him freak out? No, because I'm loud, okay? I'm not quiet. So a loud person makes a quiet horse. Quiet horse makes quiet person makes a loud horse. I just freaked out because a beetle the size of my face flew by, almost landed on my face, and he was chill. Good boy. Okay, desensitizing, 101, right there, okay? Anyways, back to what I was saying. I want him to be relaxed when that halter comes off. I don't want him to get so amped up when that halter comes off and go. And the fact that he's willing to stand here with me, he's gonna start eating the rest of that hay. Oh, you little stinker, I was about to brag on you. The fact that he was willing to stand next to me after that halter came off, prayed that he was comfortable with me, that he's not in a rush to leave, which is huge because that means he likes me and we're on a good mutual ground now. And that's awesome. I mean, that is a fantastic first session behind the kill pen at the very end of this video. So just to kind of show you where this guy came from, along with his photo on day 1. So stay tuned. We are so excited to see where this guy goes. His end goal is to be a barrel horse. So I'm hopeful that we can get him there, that I can help his owner, awesome young lady, help them to become stronger together as one after these 30 days and blossom into a wonderful team. So thank you all so much for watching, and if you have any questions in regards to the training, his diet, because you will see him bloom, especially from the day 1. I will add in the feed that we actually use in the barn, even for our client horses and for boarders. Neutrina Pro Force Fuel. This is a picture right here for you. It's got awesome things inside of it. I mean, down to the gut supplement, top line. I mean, this thing is phenomenal. So I'm anxious to see how he does on it. He's blossomed already with it, so we'll give it a little bit more time, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more niceness in his coat and pose, and I'm sure his mentality too. This feed's awesome stuff. So anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and stay tuned for episode 2. New episodes will be posted every single week. So thank you guys so much, and God bless.